Yo, what's up guys? We got Pokeaim here. Today we have another Pokemon Sword and Shield PvP Wi-Fi battle in the Battle Stadium Singles Ranked Ladder. We're going to be using a team from iStarly TV. They passed me this bulky Kingdra Rain variation with Counter Urshifu, which is pretty cool. And we have some nice little text like Drain Punch on Mimikyu, as well as Scope Lens, Super Luck Togekiss. That way we get like 50% chance to crit most of our moves. So that's actually insane. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying the Pokemon Sword and Shield Wi-Fi battles, feel free to subscribe. You know, you help my channel out. We're on our way to 300,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I believe we're on our way towards 248,000 subscribers very, very soon. And yeah, there's a team, and there's also a Pokepace if you want to check it out on my website. So let's get right to the first battle. All right, guys. So we have our first game, and okay, so Counter Urshifu isn't bad. Plus like Paito plus Kingdra in the back. A little bit worried about Drake result. Maybe I should actually go, instead of going Counter Urshifu, I go Togekiss, because Togekiss has potential to just crit and straight up sweep my opponent. And it also it doesn't care as much about Toxapex, because it'll crit it anyway. Okay, I'll do that. I like Urshifu though as a lead, because it gets a kill on Cinderace, it gets a kill on, well, basically everything. Drake result as well. Togekiss in the back, and then leaning towards Rillaboom, but I think that Mimikyu is a little bit better just because of its Key Berry. The Rillaboom gives me an immediate answer. No, I like Mimikyu because I have Drain Punch to help threaten the. I have Drain Punch to help threaten the Porygon. I don't know if I picked the right Pokemon here. I definitely wanted to bring Kingdra though, just because of speed control. But I feel like Counter Focus Sash, Urshifu. I mean, yeah, Urshifu is very good here. Like, I really like it. And lead off a Drake as well, which is great. So this is amazing because best case scenario for me, I'm able to counter and kill them immediately. So we're gonna go for counter here. And this is like the best Togekiss answer they have. I mean, they obviously have. They obviously have a Cinderace, which can still do some heavy damage. But I really like this, especially if they opt to Dynamax immediately and go for like a max Airstream. So I'll get some massive damage off on them. And they do opt to Dynamax, which is great because that means they won't have a Dynamax for later. I will take that for sure. And counter of course, is minus priority, so I mean, I'll be slower than them. I don't know if some people know that. Now, I don't know if when they double their HP, I do enough to them, but it should definitely be enough with Sucker Punch. So we'll get a counter off turn 1. Oh, you can do like a little play on title too. The best Urshifu counter is like me using counter with Urshifu. So this is really, 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 really good for Togekiss. Yeah, get out of my sight. Let me go ahead and get some chip off. Oh, I get the KO right now with Sucker Punch as well. So anti-lead Urshifu, putting in work immediately, dealing with the Dynamax. I did not lose one Pokemon to that. And that's, I love how I crit the Sucker Punch when Wicked Blow is the move that always crits. But I just found that funny. So that's really nice. Definitely some potential now, I see. Obviously, Pex can still be annoying too. But I think that Togekiss can just win. They bring out their own Urshifu. I mean, I'll close combat them if anything. Oh, okay, so they're just a Aqua Jet. Well, good to know. So, a few things I can do here. I do think that going Togekiss and just Dynamaxing is my best play. Especially with my Super Luck, I have a 50% chance to crit all my moves. And then I think that between Togekiss plus Mimikyu, I should be able to beat most of the Pokemon they have in the back. The only reason I don't want a Nasty Plot here is because their Surging Strikes are very strong. So we're just going to Dynamax, ensure that I'm faster than literally everything coming out. I don't know if this is choiced in some sort of way because they're Aqua Jet. I haven't seen Aqua Jet on this. I've only seen it on like OU. Like actually 6v6. But my, if they're adamant, my Mimikyu should be faster as well. Let me check if I'm Jolly Mimikyu real quick. I'm adamant Mimikyu, actually. I'm a very bulky Mimikyu. So yeah, this is way better than I get rid of this Pokemon. So it comes down to what their last is, I believe. But if I'm not mistaken, if I get up the Misty Terrain, the Mimikyu should always be able to beat, like, even Porygon. Togekiss would be the scariest, not Togekiss, but Toxapex would be the scariest mon, I feel. So you're gonna hit me with the Surging Strikes, yep. Does a lot. Like, despite me being Dynamax, it still did a lot. Like, to the point that if I had set up a nasty plot and then Dynamax, that would have killed me, because it does double that damage, and then it would have been, I would have just been left at that HP. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and pick up our KO right now. Oh, as they ended up being Focus Sash? Ooh, so is this anti-lead as well? That's awesome. That is pretty cool. I'm gonna go for another Max Air Scream. I don't see a reason not to get the speed. And then, yeah, like I said, depending on what they have last. If it's Porygon, I go for the Max Starfall because that's going to help out my Mimikyu in beating it 1v1, just in case it's like Toxic, Recover Porygon. I think that'll help out versus beating Toxapex too, but... Let's see what it is. Is it Cinderace? It is Cinderace. Perfect. So we just Max Air Scream that. And then I win the game with Mimikyu. He's proud of me now. That guy who's been staring at me forever. I didn't crit anything though. Where are my critting moves? I got the Scope Lens and the Super Lug. This is 50%. Yo, flip. I call tails this time. Flip the coin. Oh, his trainer looked a lot like when mine looked like at a point. Anyway, that shouldn't matter. Sucker Punch is absolutely nothing. Not sure why they went for like a last-ditch effort Sucker Punch. They weren't weak to flying anyway. Oof! Was that a crit or that just standard damage? My gosh, so Togekiss putting in the finest of work right there. Not bad. Getting a nice little dub with that. And yeah, guys, I'll pause until we find another battle. Well, actually, did they show me their team? I'll be right back. I got a little bit upset because I want to see like where they counter on their Urshifu as well. I'll be right back. So it actually did let me end up seeing their team. And it was pretty cool, but they were a counter sash, but I got interrupted by the door anyway, so I wasn't able to really show it regardless. But this team looks great with Sun and whatnot. I love it. Politoed into Kingdra, I think in the end is what I really want. And I just love Togekiss in this game. I think Togekiss is phenomenal lead with Politoed and Kingdra in the back. Togekiss just has so much fun versus my opponent. They do have the Trick Room mode as well, which they could do, huh? But Politoed helps me out versus that as well. Plus I can Air Slash flinch too, so. Which one do I think they're going to do? I think they're going to, instead of doing Trick Room mode, I think they're going to go Snorlax Venusaur versus me. Because Venusaur beats all of my Pokemon. Whereas Torkoal struggles versus these two. So I think they're going to go Sun mode. So I'm gonna try and call that they're going to go Sun mode instead of Trick Room mode. Now Trick Room mode will be very scary. But I really do think they go Sun mode. And Togekiss is just super, super strong here. Plus, again, having a 30% chance to flinch. I'm only 30% because I'm Super Luck. Plus that chance to crit. Oof, that'd be nice. Hatterene is usually Focus Sash, but I'm hoping that's not the... I really am hoping they go Sun mode versus me. I really think that makes the most sense. And if they lead Torkoal, then that basically confirms Sun mode. Perfect. Okay, so I have a chance here, or a choice here. I can Air Slash immediately, or I can just bring out Politoed. They're probably like Eject Pack. If I Dynamax, I think I can still endgame with Kingdra no matter what they have. So I'm actually going to go for it. Mainly just because this mon is incredibly strong versus them. And if I get the crit on Torkoal turn 1, because it's 50%, then they basically lose the Weather War immediately. So... like, they'll lose the Weather War immediately. So I'll take it. I also don't think I'll die to Venusaur anyway. And if I crit Venusaur, I mean, I'm in a good spot too. So, but like I said, I have Eject Pack Politoed. Eject Button Politoed. So I can bring in Politoed on an attack from Venusaur and Eject Button out immediately into Kingdra. Ooh, was that a crit? Or is that just natural damage? There it is. That's that 50% chance to crit my opponent. Now, the unfortunate thing is that I don't have enough speed to ensure that I'm faster than a modest Venusaur because I actually am 204 speed. Ooh, there's the hat. Oh, so they bring Trick Room mode? Max Flare strongest in the sun, if I'm not mistaken. Plus the chance to crit it. Oh, they just said no. Togekiss just straight up shut them down. They were like, no more. Alright, guys. We'll pause it until we find another battle. We'll be right back. Alright, guys. So we got another game. And, I mean, I don't mind Kingdra, but they also have a Trick Room mode too, which is very scary. I love Urshifu. I think Sash Urshifu is a phenomenal lead in this game. It gets a kill on basically everything. And now I gotta decide, okay, how am I gonna beat Hatterene plus, you know, friends? Am I gonna go Palito Kingdra in the back, and that's gonna leave me insanely weak to Trick Room? Or do I not do that because they see I have a Mimikyu, which could be an anti-Trick Room option? I think they definitely bring Jigalgi or Cinderace. I think they have to bring one of the two because Rillaboom is way too good and I'm Choice Band. So I'm kind of leaning towards not bringing it just because they know I should bring it. Does that make sense? I think I can bring Kingdra on its own, honestly. Maybe instead of bringing Palito, I just bring Kingdra, and I actually do end up bringing Rillaboom just because it's really, really, really good. And Kingdra can set up its own reign by Dynamaxing. And Urshifu can kind of get a kill from the beginning. Like, I can just Wicked Blow into Sucker Punch on basically everything. Ideally, that ends up dealing with something like Hatterene. That'd be cool. Or just stopping Trick Room. But I think Rillaboom is just way too good here for its ability to knock off and click Wood Hammer and stuff like that. So I lead off with Cinderace, which isn't too bad for me. We're going to go right for counter and see how they play this out. Because they might just opt to Dynamax or Gigantamax themselves. And this is a Pokemon they actually don't switch very well into, so I don't know if they will switch, is what I'm saying. And if I can get rid of their Gigantamax or Dynamax turn 1, I'll take it. Maybe they will scout for it, though. Perfect. Okay, so ideally, we get this. Nice. So it is Gigantamax. Let's see if we're able to counter this boy to death. We should be able to, though. I don't see why. It's the same thing as the other Mons. They max Air Scream here. It becomes Stab. So it's gonna actually leave me down at 1. This should leave me at 1 HP. Oh, if they're Life Orb, we definitely knock them out. Yeah, as well. I mean, it's double their damage. Shout out to the Focus Sash. Getting rid of one of the most broken Pokemon right here. They're not out of my sight. Yeah, we get rid of the most broken Pokemon. Let's go, baby. Let's get it. I love seeing a Dynamax die immediately. So my opponent can't Dynamax, but I still can. Oh, you already know your boy about to take advantage of that too. They end up bringing out Hatterene. They didn't have a Zoroark, right? That was the last people? Okay, good. So I can just go right for Wicked Blow here. Get some damage off. I'm assuming I do about half. Yeah, around half. Not bad. As they go for Trick Room. Now, are they leftovers? No. Now, I do have the Sucker Punch. So it should be able to deal with them, I would think. They still have Jigalgi, which is a giant threat, though. I'm gonna be honest, Jigalgi is a giant threat. Like a legit threat. I might still lose to it. I legitimately might still lose to Jigalgi. Okay, we'll see. Because they can Sludge Bomb me if they're Specs. I mean, I definitely Sucker Punch here. So they have 3 turns of Trick Room and I have 3 Pokemon. Alright, there's a Sludge Wave. There's a Sludge Wave. I think for them to knock out... Did I bring Kingdra? Okay, I did. I think for them to knock out Kingdra, they have to go for a Draco Meteor. They have to go for a Draco Meteor. So I want to double into Rillaboom. But honestly, Rillaboom should live a hit if they have to Draco, right? And I don't want them Dragon Pulsing on this attack. And then I go Rillaboom. As I go Rillaboom and then they 2-KO me. I mean, I might just end up knocking them out with Grassy Glide regardless. I know they resist it 4 times, but who knows. I think they have to Draco here. So hopefully this isn't the wrong play. Because then Rillaboom lives a Sludge Wave at -2, I'm going to assume. Because it's Rillaboom. And I'm max HP on Rillaboom, so I'm assuming... Yeah, the only way they can knock me out is definitely Draco Meteor. There's no way I doubt a Dragon Pulse. I'm a bulky Kingdra. I have... How much HP? I have 44 HP, 4 Spadef. That's... I'm not feeling it. Yeah, they have to drop a Draco there. Which knocks me out. But like I said... Oh, they get a crit, but whatever. I don't think that mattered at all. And then I bring out Rillaboom at... As long as they don't double crit me, I should be good. Because Choice Band knockoff will pick up a KO. Yeah, I think that was the best play. Because I didn't want to go Rillaboom and have them be Dragon Pulse. But then again, if they double Dragon Pulsed, Trick Room ended. So maybe Rillaboom was the play. I mean, I definitely just click. Okay, the max they can do to me is 95%. So I win. Provided I don't get crit here. The max they can do is 95%. I was just looking up the damage just to look it up. 98% actually. Because level 50 versus level 100. We did it. Woo! Okay. And this is the last Pokemon, right? Yeah, because Urshifu did work. Not bad. Alright, we did it, baby. Let's get it. Not bad. Okay. Got some dubs today. Toek is definitely MVPing it up. Urshifu for sure. Urshifu for sure was definitely kind of clean. I think that was my play. Even if I calculated just to know it, but like that was my play regardless. But anyway, guys, Starly TV, thank you so much for the team. If you guys did enjoy, of course, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Oh, I would love to see the team. Thank you. Silver Choice Scarf. Yo, this mod a threat. A demon. So I think the other play I could have made was maybe go... Okay, so that was... There was 3 turns Trick Room. I could have Sucker Punched. Then went... Because I was max HP. I didn't realize I was max HP on Rillaboom. I should have checked. But because I was max HP, I think what I could have done was gone Kingdra and doubled into Rillaboom. Because if they did have Dragon Pulse, it would take 2 hits to kill me. So I think I messed up there because I gave them a chance at critting me. But I mean, if they crit Rillaboom with Dragon Pulse anyway, I'm pretty sure I lost regardless. So, yeah. Either way, just, what is this? Extra belt. Violet. Ooh, I love this set. I love this set. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like, subscribe. Feel free to leave some teams as well down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.